How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech. Now, even though good gaming products are getting more affordable, I mean, we can already get a full mechanical keyboard for just $30, which is awesome. But unfortunately, that is not the case for most gaming products, where some of them just cost a crazy amount. And the problem is, not everybody can afford to spend upwards from $50 to $100 just to make their gaming experience a bit more enjoyable. So that is why I went out and found 5 handy gaming accessories under $25. Now, of course, also don't expect something crazy like a jetpack for your PC. I'm not Bill Gates or anything, but these 5 products are actually useful, and most importantly, they won't break the bank. But now, just before we get into the video, just remind you guys, in about a week's time, I am going to do a live stream, a PC build, where you guys can afterwards stand a chance to win that entire gaming PC, which is sponsored by Rebeltech, NZXT, and Aorus. So if you guys want more information about that live stream and the giveaway, what parts and everything, I'll leave a link in the video description to one of my videos where you guys can get some more information. So then, starting off, most of us these days spend the majority of our time in front of the computer screen, whether it's like gaming or working or like me editing videos. We spend a lot of time in front of our computers, and that can lead to straining on your eyes, which can damage them, or it can lead to difficulty falling asleep, which I personally do have. So for our first product, we have these blue light filter glasses, which, just like the name implies, is going to filter out the blue light from your screen. Now, you might also have heard of Gunner Optics. They do make these also blue light filter glasses. However, they brand theirs as more gaming, which just by gaming branding is going to cost more than $25. And these ones only cost $10. So it is a lot more affordable. And I'm a cheapskate, so I didn't want to spend that much for a product that I might not always use or that might actually not work. So that's why I went with these. And to my surprise, they do actually make a difference. Now, it might also be because of that placebo effect, which we also know actually works, but I was able to fall asleep easier, and then also it didn't make my eyes hurt as much, especially at night after a long work session or a stream session. Now, comparing these to some of the more expensive ones, these ones do have an orange tint, and it does brighten up the room a tiny amount, which might bother you, might not, but it does orange out a lot. So yeah, I wouldn't really say wear these in public. It might look a bit weird, but at house, if you're gaming and so on, it might actually work for you. And just again, for the price at $10, these ones are definitely worth trying out and see if it actually makes a difference for you. Then moving on to our next product, it wouldn't be a We Do Tech video if there wasn't anything RGB in. So we have the Redragon RGB hard mouse pad. Now, this mousepad pretty much resembles the Cooler Master hard mousepad that I reviewed a few months back exactly. But you can also pick up a few different ones these days with different looks, prices, and then just from different brands. So you pretty much get a hard mousepad. If you like that, then awesome. If you don't, then you might want to go for something else. But it is more affordable at between $20 to $29, depending again on the brand. But all of them are pretty much exactly the same, except some of them have more cutouts on the mousepad itself for more RGB, and some have different connections on the top, which will prevent your cable from getting caught on them. Mine was one of the first versions, so it kind of has these wings on the sides, which I just bent it down. So you might want to look for something that doesn't have that type of wings, but otherwise you can still try them out, and they actually do look quite cool. So just for the effects, you do have this fingerprint touch bar thing at the top that if you tap on that, it's going to change the effects. So the effects you get is a color cycle, red, purple, blue, aqua, green, yellow, and then you do also get 2 rainbow effects. So again, if you do like a hard mousepad, then this is definitely something that you can take a look at, especially being on the more affordable side. You do get some larger soft cloth mousepads. I will be taking a look at some of them in the future. So if you wanted to get one of those, that is also going to be an option, and I will leave a link for that one in the video description as well. But otherwise, if you don't want an RGB mousepad, the next product might be for you. And that is a Cougar's Bunker mouse Bungee. Now, at first, I was a bit more skeptical about these mouse bungees. I've seen them, but I've never really thought that they make that big of a difference. It was more of a gimmick. But actually, after using this one for the first time, it was actually quite useful, especially on my desk where I do have more sharper edges and my cable does kind of get caught on them quite frequently. Now, you do get a few different mouse bungees, but what makes the Bunker a bit more different is that it actually has a suction cup at the bottom, which does a damn good job of not letting it go. So you don't have to worry about pulling the mouse bungee over, falling off, and then you kind of have to fix that first before you can continue with your game. With this one, you don't have that problem. Also, the tension on the arm is not heavy at all, so you won't be obstructed when moving your mouse around. That is sometimes an issue with mouse bungees where it's too much tension and kind of hinders your movement with your mouse. You don't have to worry about with the Bunker. It doesn't have that problem, and only costing $20, it is definitely a mouse bungee that you might want to go for. Then moving on to our fourth product, we have one that's more aimed towards console gamers or people who play a lot of racing sims, and that is a pair of gaming gloves. Now you might be thinking, what the heck, gaming gloves? I don't need that. And yeah, that might be true, but for some people they might want to use them, and I have seen some more pro players use gaming gloves for long gaming sessions just because it adds a bit more grip. So for those people, these gaming gloves are from EPG and is available in a few different colors. I have the blue ones and also in a few different sizes, and they are quite comfortable. The soft fabric is able to stretch easily if you do have larger hands, and even though it does get a bit hotter in the side, it isn't too crazy even on a hot African summer day. The gloves do have a bunch of rubber dots on them that does add a good amount of grip, and then you do also get these three smooth rubber pads on the point of your fingers to add a bit more grip for more of your precise controls. Now, I won't really say that these are gonna work for a keyboard and mouse gaming. It's going to feel a bit awkward with that, but definitely on a controller or a racing wheel, I do believe that it will add more grip. I'm not a pro or even a good console or controller player, so I couldn't really say if it improved my accuracy or anything, but it was fun. And if you do game for like a lot of hours and you want more precise controls on your joysticks, then these might actually be something that you want to go for, even if you just want to look like a boss. I don't know if you will, but yeah. And then for our fifth and final product, we have a USB 7.1 sound card. Now, the reason why I added this in is because I've heard so many people complaining about audio connection issues, bombing out, or just having trouble connecting their 3.5mm jacks in their sound cards, and it just doesn't want to work. Either their connection is busted or there's a driver issues. Well, luckily this handy little USB sound card only costs $11, and it gives you a few nice extra features. So firstly, it is a plug and play, so you don't need to install any drivers or anything. For the connections, you do get three 3.5mm jacks, two of them for your mic and headset, which is separate, and then the middle one is a combo jack for your headsets with a TRRS connection. The sound card also has a volume control knob, which makes adjusting your volume super easy, especially if you don't have those type of controls on your keyboard and you don't have to minimize or anything. Then finally, you do also get a mic mute button and a virtual 7.1 amplifier, which will mimic that 7.1 effect with all of the sound coming in around you. Now, some people do like that, some people don't. I personally do enjoy it. It does give me a bit more spatial awareness. So if you want that, then this is definitely something that you can look at. A lot of headsets do have that built in. I know Windows do kind of have a feature like that also, but having this just handy USB virtual 7.1 sound card is just a good product, especially if you do have issues with your audio. So that is pretty much it for our cool gaming accessories under $25. Just going to put this on and look like a boss with my orange eyes. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment like always. Also, all of the links for all of these products will be in the description down below. So if you want to get them for yourself, you can buy them. And I will also appreciate that because it is affiliate links. And yeah, these products can get quite a bit expensive if you buy a lot of them. And then also, if you guys have any other products that is under $25 and that's cool, mention it to me in the comments below and I might get them and do it for the next video if this video does well. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and then I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.